YouTube. Hey, you guys. I am back for your weekly message. Glory. What day is this? Tuesday? I'm early. Well, because Wednesday would have been the day. But I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're finding yourself well. I am rebranding myself, you guys. Okay, so it is your favorite transformational coach here. It gotta flow off my tongue though. I gotta keep saying it so it can flow off my tongue. Transformational coach. Okay, so if you are ready to transform your life, then life. Who is from the South? Because why did I say it like that? Okay, so if you're ready to transform your life, then make sure you get at me because I have transformed mine, beloved. So trust me when I tell you. And it's so crazy because it won't look like what you think it'll look like or what other people think that it should look like. That's why you're supposed to focus on things that are eternal. Okay, you and God in on this because only y'all two gonna know what it look like. So I hope everyone is doing well. Again, I come here because we're fine. Yeah, bitch. We're always gonna be fine around this bitch. Always. Okay. It's just always amazing to me because God is showing me so many things. And you know, not so much about other people. People will be people. That's the one thing that I have learned. TikTok. This ain't TikTok. YouTube. Okay. People will be people. And learning, this is why, you know, in the Bible, Jesus was like, forgive people 7 times 7 times 7 and over. People make you the villain. People, like, it don't matter. Okay, I've learned so many things, so much about myself, right? And the message today for you guys is you're making big moves. All of us are. I speak to a very specific collective, and the collective that I speak to is a collective that really does like stands on faith. You know, Spirit has been showing me match. I did a live today on the book of face, right? And match my faith. You know, I was talking to my father today. Glory, God is really working with a bitch. Because we had a normal conversation. No blaming, no none of that. We had a normal conversation. God is really working on me. And I just love that for me. Okay, heal this wounded masculine energy, right? But I was having a conversation with my father today, and I was telling him, you know, me walking my journey, me doing things the way that God has told me to do that. Like, people don't do that. People don't do this for real. They don't. Walking by faith and not by sight, it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of faith. It takes a lot of being shunned, being overlooked. You know, you have to wait for certain things. When you are on a specific timing, because Spirit is letting me know, like, divine timing is about when you're ready. That's when it arrives, when you're ready. I have been dealing with the issues of rejection and wondering why I keep attracting things in my life that make me feel that energy. That's why it's not even about the things that trigger me. Like, I had to go deal with the core of it, my parents, right? That's really only thing we have to deal with. Everything that comes after that is just a manifestation of when I was in my childhood. Okay, it just keeps replaying over and over again, cycles, right? So this is why I tell you guys that healing is a journey. It's not a destination. The more that you can process certain traumas, the more you're able to forgive, the more compassionate you are, the more you stop blaming the world, the more you stop blaming other people, and you take accountability for your own life. And the one thing God, like I said, is showing me that God really takes care of us if you allow it. You know, I didn't understand how I kept self-sabotaging, you know, how I was sabotaging myself. And Spirit has me telling you this because obviously we are divine reflection. So if you see this, if you're here, then I'm pretty sure you self-sabotage too, because that's the way energy works, right? So I used to wonder like why I self-sabotage, and it was because my fears of being rejected. People wouldn't accept me. People wouldn't accept my gifts. You know what I'm saying? And that's what would happen every single time. I would find I would find myself in situations that caused me to doubt what God was putting on the inside of me. And that is one of the most challenging things, to have to deal with other things in this world. You know, it'd be easy if we could just keep our eyes focused, but we have a lot of things that distract us, right? And so keeping your eyes to the hills with coming your help and not focusing on distractions. You know, I've been listening to Wayne Dyer a lot. He's been back in my energy a lot. And he was like, the weight of the past, okay? The past is weight. If you think about it, if you keep focusing on that, all it's going to do is keep attracting those situations into your life. And a lot of the times, because shit was always so hard, because shit always fucked up, you know, that was my thought. That was my initial thought process. I would run back to survival mode. I would be scared. I'd be doing all this and all of that, not trusting in the Lord, not trusting in me, not trusting in my choices and where God is taking me, feeling like, again, rejection, right? Feeling like you're not good enough, right? So God has been working, pulling out that knife slowly of rejection that has been pierced in my heart, you know, for over 40 years. Okay, this has been 40 years of drilling a knife into my heart. So yeah, it took a minute for me to get to the point where, not to say things won't trigger me, they just don't bother me. I don't let them shake me. You know, I really, that's why I said this time, I said, absolutely, this energy gotta go. I'm not sabotaging myself anymore. If God said I'm good, then that's what the fuck it is. If God said God gonna take care of it, my ancestors, my angels, my Orishas, my Loas, if they said they're gonna handle it, all I gotta do is listen and decide which way I wanna move, which way I wanna step. It ain't about nothing else. This is my life. It's your life. It ain't about nobody else can interfere with that shit. You and God. And you're gonna always end up right where you wanna be. Clear, bright planet. Just came across my screen. Clear, bright planets. And that's what we are. Y'all should see some of my meditations now, I swear. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. Clear, the light is shining bright, and we are all, I feel like we are all individual planets. Okay, so no, your light is shining bright, and you're making big moves. So we're going to see what's in the collective. Hey, y'all. Peace, you powerful manifestors. I hope everyone is doing well. Hey, boo-boo. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Well, if you don't care, then get out of here. All right. So let's get into the message, though. Okay. It's always funny to me. You know, it's not funny to me. It's just very interesting, because I observe my own life and observe my own feelings, and I also observe others, you know, and it's always amazing how people get on here with their sad ass energy and try to make somebody else sad. You can't project your negativity over here. Fuck is wrong with you? We're stable. We love you. We're family. We're stable though, beloved. Okay? So if you don't care, the fuck on. That's how I feel. Okay? Oh, and go heal. Yeah. So let's see. Let us pray. And we're going to get into a message. You already know I don't be on YouTube long, because they be doing crazy shit. Glory. But you know, that doesn't stop me, okay, from coming on here. I'm learning. I got a business manager now, too, so they be making me do certain things, too. All right. So, anywho, dear God, most gracious God, ancestors known and unknown, archangels, ascended masters, and guides, we honor you with all love, appreciation, and gratitude. You know what your children need, so whatever is on their heart, we ask that you give them whatever it is that they need, and allow me to be a messenger to be able to deliver that message. Ooh. So remove my ego so that only you remain, so that I may be a clear channel for divine creativity and an instrument for higher will. I declare and I decree as we seal this prayer, fortify this energy, and open this circle with an amen. Alhamdulillah. Ashe, Aibo, Namaste, Selah, and so mote it be. All right, so let's see. Now we dropping the bars. Ooh, I need to go get me some water. All right, so God, what is for, ooh, not the justice card. Things being made fair. I be trying to tell people, glory, glory, hallelujah. Okay, so let's see here. What is in the divine collective? What does the collective need to know? Okay, you said they're making big moves, so let's give them some clarity on that, Most High God. What is this making? Y'all, the magician? I can't make it up. The magician. And, you know, Spirit, you have everything that you need right now. Okay, there's getting ready to be some kind of action taking place, or either you already took some action. This is a 1 too, so this is the beginning of the suit. So this is right after the Fool card, you guys. So there's some kind of leap of faith that you've already taken, and you're in the manifestation part of it. Okay, so you've taken the leap of faith spiritually, and so now it's time for some action on the physical plane, because that's what, ooh, my nose itching. That's what the manifestation card is about. Action, creativity, okay? And about you having the resources that you need. So if you're worried about that, clarify this magician. Then do not worry. God, y'all, this message for all of us, okay? So, so I need to figure out. Okay, so there could literally be something you thought, something you had planned out, or some kind of plans that you have about moving forward. Okay, because you got the two of wands. You got the 2 of wands in reverse. Okay, you got the 6 of swords in reverse, and then you got the Tower card. So there's something being torn down, something that you thought was true. Okay, there could be some kind of sudden change here. All right, so it could have been something that you were planning moving forward, moving towards. Okay, and there could be some kind of sudden change with that. Okay, so there could be something about some plans that you made, or something that you was preparing for. Okay, but this is part of your manifestation, right? That's what Spirit is saying, because the Magician card came out first. Right, so this is all part of the manifestation. So if you think that you're on the wrong track, you're not. If something didn't work out, or if you're going through some kind of tower moment, if you're going through some kind of moment of like reflection, some kind of sudden change, some kind of aha moments, sudden clarity about something, you know, something that, you know, you thought was solid is breaking down. Okay, and it could have hurt for a minute. You could have felt like things were, your crown was falling off here. Okay, clarify. I just saw that Devil card. Okay, so there's some fears. Look, 8 of Pentacles. So, but you've been working on yourself. You've been mastering something. You know, I got this message, I don't remember when, but it's talking about mastering tower moments. So, you know what Spirit is saying about that, though? Mastering tower moments. You know, it's not about mastering tower moments, right? And this is what it's about: learning how to navigate life, right? Learning how to navigate through any kind of challenges that come. And that's what Spirit was saying. Setbacks become sacred doorways, right? So even though you may be experiencing some challenges, y'all are working hard to master your craft, master yourself. Damn, what is this? The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles wanted to come in the reverse position, right? So you could be feeling, because Spirit told me to do it again and then told me to take it in the upright position. And then we got the Ace of Pentacles. You got some new opportunities that are manifesting for you right now. And you are in a very fertile season. You may not feel like it, though. You're manifesting this energy of the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, of being someone who's stable, somebody who nurtures, who gathers. You're gathering resources right now. That's why Spirit said you're having all that you need. It's a bunny on here. She's very fertile. There could be something about your creativity here. And there could be something about roses here. There could be the spiritual meaning for roses. You know, rose. Every time that I use roses, I use it for like some self-love, right? Like rituals and self-love, okay? Or to draw like the energy of love towards my heart, not a specific person. All right, just being able to be love, period. Be compassionate, okay? Be really, and not fake. That's what be wrong with people. They ask to be fake and they think that you fake, right? But God really flows through us and we move how God wants us to move, regardless of how people move. Right, God. Okay, so there's something about, like I said, about this Queen of Pentacles right here. You are very abundant right now. All right, this is what you've manifested. So you could be feeling, because you went through this hardship, or because there were some plans that you made that probably didn't work out, that maybe ended all of a sudden. Look, that devil card keeps showing itself. And this is what I mean by self-sabotage, right? This is what I mean by fears, being attached to certain things, attached to mindsets, attached to situations, attached to outcomes. You know, that's how you self-sabotage too. You gotta detach, okay? Because I promise you, that's why I did a video today about match my faith. You gotta be with people who are gonna match your faith here. So Spirit is saying, like I said, there you are in this energy of being in the Queen of Pentacles energy. And this could have something to do around your creativity and you creating wealth around your creativity. And you are, they're showing me this golden energy right here. So yellow, solar plexus. So there really could be something about your confidence here, your willpower, your determination. That devil card again, y'all. Okay, so there is something lurking. There's an energy, an energetic attachment or entity, or something's lurking. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right, what else, guys? The Star card. Look, I'm telling you, y'all are healing something, and it's going under the Magician. I really feel like y'all are mastering how to manifest. And that's what it is about handling, you know, obstacles. That's what Spirit was talking about. It's not about handling obstacles. It's about the way that you process trauma and about the way that you see the things that are happening to you. I'm surprised we ain't seen the Hangman yet. Okay, like I'm pretty sure we'll probably see like the Hangman or something, because you have to take a higher perspective here. You have to see things from a different perspective. Maybe how things worked out. Okay, but whatever this is, you're learning some balance here. I love this for you. The Star card is healing, it's renewal, inspiration, learning how to alchemize this energy. Stars are aligning. Yeah, look, healing. There could have been something with emotions here because it wanted to come out in reverse. Now it's upright. So there definitely could have been some sadness here over some kind of, I don't know, relationship. But there's something about your emotions that are healing. And maybe it's more, like I said, maybe you're learning, like I said, because now I'm to the point, I was, that rejection wound was crazy. So now I'm to the point where, okay, if that rejection, then that's my protection. If I'm rejected, then that's then I'm protected. Right? So you could be learning some things, like whatever plans didn't go through. They didn't do anything but cultivate your emotions, okay? Bring in a new start. That's what I heard. New emotions, new emotional connections. And these are straight from the divine here. Somebody's cup is overflowing, okay? You may not feel like it's overflowing, all right? But like I said again, maybe there's something. Look, y'all just saw the Five of Pentacles. So do not feel like your mother and father forsake you. People may forsake you, but God is never. God will never forsake you. Okay, so you got to know that there's always a plan, a master plan. A master plan. The Lover's card. All you got to do is make the choice to align with your destiny. With the Lover's card. 6 is harmony, peace. Align with that. Okay, that's your birthright. All right, but we have to make that choice every day, managing our emotions. Okay, healing our emotions, choosing the things that push us forward. I love how God got this. This is why God is saying you have all that you need here. Okay, to manifest, like, it starts in your energy first. It starts in your mind. Okay, your emotions are an indicator. So what are you feeling? Be real with yourself and honor that. And because we kept seeing that devil card, right? So honor that. Honor whatever feelings that you are feeling, then release it. And make a choice, okay, to choose the higher thought pattern, okay? Even if you're used to things not working out. With the Six of Pentacles, you got people who will give to you because you give to people. That reciprocity, you got to know, right? You got to know that it's possible. You got to believe that it's possible, okay? There's something about a Six of Cups, and it's in reverse again. Leaving family behind or people that you deem as family. Six of Cups in reverse, okay? So your ancestors, you could be talking to your ancestors more. Okay, you could be feeling like something is being stripped. Or there's something within your emotions here. Because you have to make this choice and choose yourself. But y'all, that's what this life is about. Everybody should do that. Look, Judgment. Everybody should do that. What is the Six of Cups in reverse? Then we go to Three of Cups upright. Okay? Yes, fighting that self-sabotage. Then it goes to Three of Cups upright from the Six of Cups in reverse. The Lover's card. Because it's like the Six of Cups also, because it's the number 6. So it's also, look, that's 6, 6, 3. 6, 6, 3. 3, 6, 6. Those numbers could be significant. 3, 6, 9. The universe, right? So with this right here, it's like making a choice. Healing your emotions, making a choice to leave, the past, to leave the past behind. That's what that means. And the Six of Cups is about nostalgia, the past. With it being in reverse, Spirit is like, leave the past behind, okay? So you could be breaking free from things in the past here. And Spirit said walking into, like, community with the Three of Cups. Walking into a community that will celebrate you. Love you, love on you. You could be getting asked like on dates or to parties or some shit like that. You know, people just coming in, acknowledging you and celebrating you. I feel like this is the last thing that you had to see here. What is this Three of Cups? Okay, ooh. That's too many. Okay, I just saw the Eight of Swords. Definitely a lot of self-sabotage energy, okay? Being in your head. You're not in a cage. You're not stuck. You're not bound. That's that Devil card. You're not bound. You're not stuck. You're not in a cage. You have choices. It's just sometimes it's hard because I look back. And I look back over my choices now when I get into certain situations. I look back at my choices and I'm just like, why did I make that choice that I made that got me here? And a lot of the times, all the time, it's because of fear. And I felt like I didn't have a choice. But I did. It's just the other choice required me to have faith. It required me to really trust. You know, and I would always lean to my understanding, right? That's why it's different this time. We're going to lean to God's understanding. In all their ways, they acknowledge us, or we acknowledge them, and they shall direct our path. That could be what this means too. Like your angels and your ancestors and stuff could be celebrating you. Look, that's the truth. Okay, so you definitely got heavy hitters with you. Okay, guys, so what is this big move? Transformation. Changing. Something's dying. Something needs to be left behind and put to bed. You need to grow past something here. Change. Change is, that's the only thing inevitable, y'all, is change. Okay? The only thing inevitable is change. Okay, so what is this big move that you're talking about, Most High God? What is this? Seven of Pentacles, something you invested in? Interesting. Your hard work paying off? Everything is fine. There's some betrayal here, backstabbing, gossip, people talking about you, got your name in their mouth. People gonna always have it in there. They won't say it to you though. Yeah. Let them talk. Okay, they know better. Glory. Okay. So it's the Seven of Pentacles. All right. Sneaky people do sneaky shit. And that's probably why their ass is being exposed. Oh my fucking God. Look at the Moon card. Okay. People think all the time that I don't be knowing what they doing. People, that's how I know people don't really believe in what I do. Cause bitch, there's a lot of shit I don't say. Okay? Please keep thinking that a bitch is dumb. Please. Okay, so there's definitely something that you've invested in here. Okay? Something is your hard work's gonna pay off here. Seven of Pentacles, right under the Eight of Pentacles. So you've been working on this. Whatever this Seven of Pentacles is, you done took it all the way to the Eight of Pentacles. That means you've been slowly adding pentacles. Okay? The next one is the Nine of Pentacles. So y'all keep working. And it looks like you even skipped the Nine of Pentacles. So it looks like you go straight to the Ten of Pentacles. So we did see the Six of Pentacles though. So that could have something to do with it. God, look. The Hierophant. Organizations, I just heard. Okay, so there could be something about organization or groups. Heavy on the group energy. Okay, that you've invested in. So making big moves. Maybe you're going to be part of a group that's making big moves. Or once you get into this group, big moves will be made. Or you're already making moves. Okay, what else, God? Ooh, not the Ace of Wands. Okay, because period. I told you, new creative opportunities. And that's right under the Magician and the Star card. Somebody, like, your creativity is healing. You could be feeling more creative right now. I think I just put that on my video too. So, because you know those little messages at the bottom, the little further confirmations, I don't be knowing what I'm going to say on them to God till I start writing them, and that's when I put them down. So there's something about a spark of creativity. Or there's been a spark or something. There's been some kind of spark. Okay? And it's coming straight from God. You got two aces out here. Three, really, if you want to count the Magician. A lot of newness happening. A lot of new portals for emotions and creativity. So your emotions may be tied to your creativity. So this is also why Spirit is telling you, you know, learning how to balance these emotions here. And release yourself from, like, that Eight of Swords energy. Right? Because when your emotions everywhere, you can't create. I relate. You hear the fucking bars. So, when your emotions are everywhere, you can't create. And this is what God has put in you. Whatever is within you, it needs to be created. Do not allow distractions to veer you off path. Okay? You have a purpose. A specific purpose. Look, everything is fine. People gonna have a lot to say about it. Again, with the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let them talk. Okay? Or somebody who's just very fucking emotional. Okay? This person can be a mental, like, emotional manipulator, is what I'm hearing. You can't manipulate me. Because I don't give a fuck what y'all say. God is going to always be number one. People kill me. I don't need anybody. And neither do you, collective. Okay? Look, as I say, like I said, balance. We have balance over this sneakiness. Okay? The Seven of Swords in reverse. We see everything that's sneaky, con artists. Okay? Anybody that wants to try to move strategically. Like, I just deal in truth with people. Like, I just don't get it. You know, I do, but I don't. because I don't move like that. That's why I don't. But I do because I understand humans. All right. And then we got the World card at the bottom of the deck. A new cycle has begun. You're stepping into your destiny. The Wheel of Fortune. So that's 10. Fresh new beginnings. And then you have the Temperance. It took a lot of balance and a lot of moderation for you to make these choices. Okay. And it's going to take a lot of patience for you. Okay. And there's something here about knowing, like, even when it comes to your new creative start right here, whatever this new creative spark is, like, the Seven of Swords is in reverse. So this is somebody who could have the possibility of being sneaky or manipulative, conniving, right? Who you're getting ready to have maybe create something with, but they got the Earth Angel right after that, right? So, ooh, right over the Lover's card. That's what this gives. Like, this person chooses, okay, to make the choice. So this is a person who's really balanced with their dark and light. I like it. Okay, so there's something about, like I said, the, like, karma being completed. Awakening is what I hear as well. Okay, cycle, the wheel turning. If it was up, but if you've been struggling, yeah, it's up and it's stuck for you now. Okay, and I really feel like you're coming into connection with soul family. This is what it gives. Once you release this past right here and get over whatever happened, whatever plans that didn't work, that were destroyed, you should be very proud of yourself, though, because you don't let stuff like that stop you. You keep moving, right? So that's a good thing. That's going to carry you far. That could be why, like, I'm hearing break, ease, right? That's why this healing card is out here. That's why the Star card is out here, okay? So you are healing something when it comes to your emotions and your creativity. And I just saw that Ace of Pentacles. Six of Wands, okay? So like I said, you're moving forward with victory. There could be public recognition or people just now recognizing that you're victorious, recognizing that you're sitting on this high horse. People could try to knock you off of that. And it could be family or people from the past here. Groups of people. But child, cry 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. Nobody can take you. There go the Fool card. Nobody can take you off the seat and the throne that God has set you on. Maybe one day people understand that. Okay, but they'll understand that when they get to sit on the throne that God has for them. Then they'll understand. Alright? But now you're sitting on your throne right here. What's the Six of Wands? It took a lot of courage. It took a lot of patience. It took a lot of it heavy on the alchemizing emotions. Learning which emotions go where. Learning which energy goes where. Okay? Learning how to honor what you feel. What emotions get to stay. What do I need to release? Okay? Awareness. You guys have been very aware. Okay, look. So the Five of Swords came out here. Something about a defeat. Do not feel defeated. You could be dealing with, like, disagreements, quarrels, people who, well, these people take shortcuts. You could be tempted to try to take a shortcut, but don't. Okay? Wait on the Lord and be of good courage and wait. Okay? So you're going to have victory over these energies. So whatever this energy is, this is what you've been working really hard to like get out of, even within yourself, purging this energy within yourself, right? Because this is given like survival mode, you know? When you in that Five of Swords energy, Five of Swords is also it's a healing card, right? Hermit. So you definitely went within. You got a lot of knowledge here. So with this Five of Swords card, this is what it's giving me. Like, maybe the confidence was low. Maybe you didn't believe in yourself. Okay. Or maybe there's something about shortcuts Spirit keeps saying. So maybe you was trying to do something like, because lean to your own understanding. That's what God just said. So even that's a shortcut. Y'all understand that, right? So when you're not listening to God, okay, and you allowing fear to run rampant and shit, like, you desperate people start doing desperate shit. That's what that gives. And that looks like is what you're pulling yourself from, that energy. Okay? Yeah, look, you want to be stable in your energy, stable in your faith, creating opportunities. Because energy is everything. Look, nine of cups, and then you've got the devil card at the bottom. I'm telling y'all, this devil card been showing face. That's why I said it's like an entity. Okay? So if you've been going through something, this could be why. Okay? There could be something here. There could be some kind of attached, something that you're attached to, something that you're around. Okay? You could feel bound to a situation, bonded to a situation, but remember, you're not. Remember that. You always have options. It's just that, like I said, one option may require a little more faith than the other one. So we get to decide by us being free will. And what's good about it, either choice that we make, we're going to be all right. That's what's good about it, though. It don't matter what choice that you make, we're going to be all right. So even if you make the choice that is not so much built, like, that doesn't take it much faith, it still took faith. Come on, God. It's still going to take faith for you to even make that choice. Do you understand? So even through that, there's something like there's going to be something different that you learn from the next, and then the next, and then the next. That's why it's not about wrong choices. Thank you, God. Teach your people. It's not about wrong choices, y'all. It's just about we're learning. We're learning about what works best for us. We're learning how to choose ourselves. We're learning how to operate from our heart center, not from what the world wants us to do, not what our family wants us to do, not what our spouses want us to do, but from our heart center. Okay? And that's very challenging. Okay? Give a fuck what nobody say. Y'all, I can't make this up. Trust. Okay? I trust life and my strengths. Each moment guides me to the light. Everything on my path is placed there for growth. People always think, like, that's what I was saying on Facebook today. I was like, people can look at my life on the outside looking in and be like, God damn, that motherfucker stay. Because God done had me roaming to and fro, bitch, up and down the East Coast, okay? I done traveled more than some people will ever in their lifetimes. And so I'm like, people may look at my life and be like, God damn, she seemed to always be going through something. And I was thinking like, yeah, because I have a purpose, I have a mission. And not that me going through something equates to my purpose, because we can have purposes and not have to go through as much shit that I went through. A lot of the shit that I went through was mental struggles, okay? And when you fighting your own demons, that's why can't nobody tell me nothing. I swear to God. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I learned how to trust God. Fighting these fucking mental demons. So some people will look at me and be like, oh, she don't have this and that. I have peace. You run around here with a chicken you run around here like a chicken with your head cut off because shit's not going your way, because you don't know how to detach from the outcome. I know how to do that. And then I really believe that God's going to work it out. So it's not really troubles that we have. That's what God said the other day, like, as many lemons that have been thrown at you, you need to have a whole lemonade dispensary here. Or a lemonade company. Country Time, who? You know how to make a lemon and make it into lemonade. That's a flex. That's what we're supposed to do. Okay? That's why you don't listen to everybody or look at everybody for mentorship or coaching or advice. Okay? People be looking down on you, and it really be themselves that they looking down on. Projecting their insecurities onto you. Bitch, we're good over here. Trust me when I tell you, God takes good care of me, regardless. Bitch, that's what happens when you're obedient and you're faithful with a pure heart and pure intentions. You're gonna always win, my beloveds. That's why you always move with integrity. Always be fair. This 7 of Swords shit and this 5 of Swords shit, we don't move like that. When I was talking to my father today, he was just saying like, how bad the world is, because he a Christian, so he believe in the end of the world. But we are at the end of an era, okay? And that shit that y'all be doing, that fake shit, yeah, it will be exposed. And you're not taking me down with the ship, beloveds. I'm just gonna be me. And I love God. And I'm gonna stand on that. And I'm gonna stand on the word that God has told me, and watch the miracles that God performed. God has already performed so many miracles in my life. Y'all too. Okay? So we're gonna continue to trust. Look at all this yellow. Have confidence in that with this orange. Okay? Creativity. Everything on my path is placed there for my growth. Believe that, because it is. Everything on your path is for your growth. It's not meant to hurt you. It's for your growth. And as soon as we can stop, I had a bad habit of always running back to fear, going back to survival mode, thinking like, oh my God, this is going to happen already. That's when Wayne Dyer said, the weight of the past and the future is an illusion. The point is to be now in the present. And that's some real shit. You have to work at that. That was, I always pose a question to my groups, because I have an Align with Asha page on Facebook. And if you subscribe to me, you get into my subscription group. You can also subscribe to me on Substack. Okay? But I posed a question to them today about setting an intention, and my intention was to be present in the moment. 'Cause it sound good, but if you would be in my head, okay, it sound good, but these thoughts that be trying to dominate my mind, that's a task all day, especially with distractions that are distracting right now. Okay? So my intention this morning was to constantly bring myself back to center, back to peace, and ignore distractions. And it's working. Okay? And why? A new opening. Okay? Yeah, what's up, Stack? I'm going to have to tell you about it, girl. Spirit been working. That's why people who be trying to clock my pockets, you will never be able to, bitch. I move too strategically for you motherfuckers. Okay? And what's mine is not yours, contrary to what you think. All right? A new opening. Okay? So when one door closes, glory, I am confident another will open, and it will be for my betterment. And I literally just wrote that in my journal. I accept I accept that life brings challenges and acknowledge the opportunity and learning they present to me. Serenity comes from within. Serene, baby. We are serene. We are peaceful. We are good. Why? Because we are the divine fruit. Okay, so there's some kind of divine fruit. Right after a new opening, Spirit said trust. Okay, I'm talking about, let me read this. As I work to improve and free myself, I strengthen my foundations. My intellect is light, my heart is warmth, and my soul is strength. I am nurtured by the divine sun. The fruit I bear reflects my inner light. The fruit you bear, spiritual fruit. Okay? The divine fruit. So Spirit is saying, trust that there's a new opening that's coming, and I've been making big moves. There's a new opening that's coming that's going to allow you to produce some kind of divine fruit. All you got to do is keep taking positive action here. Okay? And with all this purple, it's just like follow your intuition. I focus on the beauty in me, and I find silence. I live and honor the present by doing what I can do now. And didn't I just say that? What I cannot change, I let go and entrust to God. There go that word again. Okay, so what Spirit is saying, yeah, so whatever this was that you just got over or currently going through, or whatever this tower moment is, you're bouncing back. Okay, bounce back, bounce back. And it's funny because we got this entity looming at the bottom of the deck, right? And that card showed its fate. What's under there? I'm telling you, y'all, and then look what's right under there. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay? So, and I told you the and then the Chariot, y'all, and then the Two of Cups, and then the Fool card. Okay, we're gonna stop because it's a lot happening. All you got to do is ignore this distraction, right? Whatever this energy is, make the choice, because we have the Lovers card out here. Make the choice to align with the divine light. Well, all of it's divine. I'll say the higher perspective, okay? The higher thought process, not the one that's going to keep you in that Eight of Swords energy. Have you always worried or self-sabotaging, thinking that you can't do it? And that Devil card is also talks about shadow work, right? So so being able to, like I said, handle those emotions that make you feel certain type of ways, right? Not suppressing them. The energies of rejection, abandonment, not feeling good enough. Thinking also that, you know, something about time, right? You have enough time to do things, right? Everything happens in divine timing. You got to focus on getting ready, because that is divine timing, y'all. That's what Spirit has been saying. Divine timing is ready timing. Come on, God. So when you are ready, that's when divine timing happens. And that's why God always said, when you're in alignment, it will manifest. And it does, y'all. There have been readings that I have done that have been talking about like partnerships, collaborations, and things like that. And I thought that I had found one, you know. And yeah, there's no shade to nobody. But this is how I know when things are for you and when they're not, right? Because like whenever I told that group, like, okay, I'm ready to, you know, I got these skills and that skills, like I'm ready to be utilized, like it was fucking crickets. And like it kept being fucking crickets. You know what I'm saying? And I'm over here like still, you know, praying and drowning over here, you know? And so when this new company came into my life, one, I had already known these people for 2 years. That's why it was crazy, you know? So when I had the conversation, and if you go by his like social media, you would think that he ain't the plug when he is the plug. You know, that's why I'm just thinking like everybody gets so lost on social media rankings. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You be missing million and billionaires. They got Spirit is showing me so much. Okay. So I'm just like, but when I got in touch with them, you know what I'm saying? Shit moved quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like I got on a path. He started coaching me. Da 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 da. He getting me subscriptions over here, teaching me how to be monetized on YouTube. Shit moved. That's how you know it's in alignment with you. That's not saying anything about anybody else. But anytime that you invest your energy and that was another thing. I kept investing my energy and it was nothing. I don't do that shit. I don't play that. Nobody's breadcrumbing me no more. Nobody's doing none of that. If you can't pour into me, then I damn sure can't pour into you. And I said what I said. Okay? So these people were already pouring into me. And so when I went over there, they created a job for me. Glory. So like I said, because this been out, okay? These readings have been coming out. So if you think that it's not real, I promise you that they are. But it's about divine timing. And divine timing is about aligning. And aligning is about knowing, okay? About knowing the things that you deserve. Point blank, period. And not allowing distractions of any caliber to take you off that path. And this is what it's giving, right? So whatever this is that you're purging, that is definitely something. Okay, Spirit is saying you have all that you need. You got new opportunities coming for emotions and creativity. Okay, you are healing your creative, maybe your sacral chakra here in your heart center. So your emotions and your creativity could be tied together here. You know, but so Spirit is saying trust and stay at serenity, stay at a balance. You are the divine fruit. Continue to take positive action towards your goals, okay, towards what it is that is in your heart. All right, and you're going to find yourself very successful with the Six of Wands. People are going to see it. Okay, these hating ass bitches over here. Okay. And it's so funny because Spirit's like, they see you working on yourself. Okay, they're right under the Eight of Pentacles. They've already seen what you have invested in. And it's funny because it's over the Three of Cups too. So it's like, these could be people who are like in your circle or were in your circle. Let me tell you, my sisterhood, baby. After them, nothing surprises me. Okay, nothing. All right. So like I said, Spirit really shows you. All right. What is in alignment with you and what is not. Ooh, but the Nine of Cups is over the Queen of Pentacles and over the Hierophant. And it's giving very much enlarge my territory. And it's giving very much, like this is blessed through the works of God. You, like I said, organization, whatever this is, organization that you are investing in, okay, it's going to make you money. Okay, it's going to make you money. It's going to help put you in this Queen of Pentacles energy to where you are gathering resources and learning how to gather resources and learning how to build foundations, making good investments. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is about, good investments. Okay, so the Two of Cups is peeking out here too. I ain't going to touch that too much. All right. There's something about the Two of Cups also, like I said, is about, they can be platonic relationships, you know, because I promise you, the person I connected with, they really feel just like home to me. Like, when I tell you I love them so much already, it's not even funny, you know? And so, even, like, it's just not even funny. So, goodness, okay? Goodness. So, that's the last message that Spirit said to y'all today. I overcome my imperfections, polish my character, feed on the positive, thus I free myself, allow my goodness to manifest and become a source of joy. Through gentleness, I offer unconditional support, understanding, and love to myself and others. Okay? So God, we thank you so much for coming through, ancestors known and unknown, Holy Spirit, archangels, ascended masters, and guides. We honor you for this message. Thank you for this sanctuary. Y'all, if y'all need me, then y'all know how to get in touch with me. Prophetess Asha Mayat at gmail.com. Okay, or you could just leave a comment under here and I will get back to you. All right, but continue to create in us clean hearts, renew steadfast spirits within us. Continue to keep our hearts pure so we can continue to manifest the best and highest version and most authentic versions of ourselves. So we declare and we decree that all our prayers, petitions, and purposes, that they are fulfilled in your righteous name. As we seal this prayer, close this circle, fortify this energy, then amen, alhamdulillah, ashe, aibobo, namaste, selah, and so mote it be. So I love you guys so much. No, okay? I'm going to try to do 2 this week. I don't know. You know, I be lying a lot, so. But y'all go forth with the power of source behind you. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you for listening. Continue to dare to be different, dare to dream your destiny, and always remember there is great motherfucking love for you here. All right? Peace, y'all. Dare to be different and dare to dream your destiny. Stay the fuck aligned. Bye, y'all. You're welcome. I love you.